It's the real underground, man. We in the street. In the street radio. LilRockObama, ThirdDaGree. AKA, yeah, still Charleston Black, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what he's talking about. We got special guests in the building, too, man. So y'all get ready, man. Get your popcorn, get your blunts, whatever you need. We got K.E.V, Joke Entertainment Studio. We got DonDamnKey in the building, man. It's the producer edition in the street radio, man. And shout out to ThirdDaGree, man. He been really inviting some dope guests up. You know what I'm saying? I be kind of busy sometime and fuck around and leave it up to me. We won't never have a guest every week. Feel what I'm saying? I just come in here and we just talk shit. But you know what I'm saying? ThirdDaGree been inviting some dope guests up here. These guys, they pulled up to the Meet the Plug. Matter of fact, the Sunday before last. Shout out to everybody that pulled up to the Meet the Plug joint, man. If you came and you didn't meet no plug, man, you had too much diesel. You know what I'm saying? You was drinking instead of thinking. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, man, because it definitely was some plugs in the building. Even though it just wasn't a packed house, but hey, even I met some plugs. Like all of them with my plug. I just really be introducing y'all to some plugs. DonKey is a plug. K.E.V is a plug. You ain't tapped in with these guys right here. Shit, and you in the Arkansas music scene, and you ain't came through their studio, got a beat from them, or recorded with them, or you know what I'm saying? Like you ain't doing what, just like if you ain't came through the real underground. You just talking, man.
Honestly, they've been doing it so long. Like, man, when I met K.E.V, bro, we was at the Hall of Industries.
607.
And 607 gave me a free beat. I ain't even know nobody in Arkansas. I just came from Germany. I jumped on stage and did like this little joint they had for the 3-6 Mafia or something. That's when I first met Deja Blue, and I met K.E.V.
You was doing music.
Yeah, and I got off stage and he was like, bro, you can rap. And you know what I'm saying? Get with me.
The K.E.V like, I don't remember saying that.
Yeah, he was like, get with me. And I was like, all right, bet. And
if K.E.V said that, mean it was official.
And some time had went by. And somebody else took me by a spot and he was like, you the dude from, and we linked up from there. And after that, it was like peanut butter and jelly. Like,
yeah. Really. Hey, man, like he's saying, man, we really got some goats in the building, man, some real trailblazers in the building. I fought with both of these guys, man. They been in the trenches just like we been in the trenches. You feel what I'm saying? K.E.V, one of the longest probably running studios in the city. Back when niggas were coming in town, the Boosies, the Yo Gottis, and all the major artists were coming in town, they were pulling up at the K.E.V Joke Entertainment Studios doing the session. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cash Taz and them, and Nick's Page was bringing a lot of those artists through. You know what I'm saying? It just he know what's going on with this. He done been a big part in this Arkansas movement and this foundation that we got laid out here. DonDamnKey. When I know DonDamnKey calls a basketball, right? So DonDamnKey, he kind of like a nigga who, you know what I'm saying, in South Arkansas, you know, basketball is serious. You feel what I'm saying? Most schools don't got nothing but basketball. You know what I'm saying? So DonDamnKey, his brother, all his family, I know them from like our school played their school. And I used to DonKey a little older than me, so he was playing against my brother and them and shit, my sister and them age. And they had good ass players, and DonKey was one of them players type shit, and his brothers and them. But DonKey then, I was fucking with DonDamnKey on the DJ. He was a DJ. I don't know if y'all know he was a DJ at one point in time, and he had like sounds and shit. I rent sounds from him sometime. Speakers when we had the Cornerstone shows, and he let me rent the speakers and shit. But he had like, you know what I'm saying? He was a real deal DJ, like gigging and shit. Was you making beats then, DonKey?
Venturing over into it.
So
I was managing it. I was doing music.
You was doing, and you had some artists.
I had artists then.
You had bro that be singing.
Brandon Richardson.
Be Rich, Brandon Richardson. 3D.
Yeah, and then I had a couple of producers.
Fresh Music.
Yeah. I had a female. Yeah. So
you was so let's start there. And then we're gonna go back and forth between you and K.E.V. And I just got some opinions. I'm gonna just ask y'all some stuff, y'all's opinions on some different stuff, and you know what I'm saying? But
I ain't got but 40 questions.
40. You was doing managing artists. You first DJing. What made you stop DJing? And was you DJing and had the artists at the same time?
I was getting into production. Shout out to Motini. I went over to Motini's house one day.
Shout out Motini.
Yeah, took one of my artists over there, and dude had took some samples of some beats and showing me how he was making his beats back then. I was like, wait a minute, what?
The dude who's over there, Martini.
Martini
was making beats.
Martini
What?
April, R.I.P. to April Mills.
Exotic.
He was working with her at the time, and I saw some vocals, and I was like, wait a minute, what? And I'm making $250 to go out and DJ, and I can make $250 in 30 minutes making a beat. No, I'm finna sell this equipment.
So that what made you stop DJing? I thought it was like the hassle of it. No, DJing is hard.
No, it is the hassle of it. It was like,
cause you the first one there, the last one to leave.
First one there, last one to leave. I didn't mind that. The problem is the niggas that want to come in late and man, play this, and I just played it 10 minutes. You know, and that became a problem because I mean, niggas want to fight you over that.
Yeah, that's my song.
You ain't playing my song. I just played it 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Bro. You know, and they'll turn around and pay you $100 to play it. Okay, I'm gonna play it. Then the people that's there, man, why you playing that song over and over? You know, so it was you'll never win in that.
So you like, fuck it, I'm finna start managing. So, and then you started managing artists. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You had your artist. What made you get to the point where you like, man, I'm going to beat making?
Because we couldn't afford the beats. We couldn't afford the beats. We couldn't afford the studio time. We couldn't afford nothing. Mm-hmm. You know, and
so that's how you got into engineering too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I said I can build my own studio. Mm-hmm. I fucked up enough till I learned, you know. I holler at K.E.V, I holler at Keys, I holler at a bunch of people, you know. Be like, hey man, tell me what I'm doing wrong with this.
It was a process. How long is this? Because right now, out of all the three things I just named, from the basketball playing to the DJing to the to the managing artist to the DJing to the beat making, I think that and the engineering. I think out of all them, the pinnacle of DonDamnKey, the basketball hard to beat. The nigga was the basketball playing fool, y'all. I'm talking about they was shoot 3 points on your ass. But I think that motherfucking the beat making. But it was the engineering. I think now you done surpass yourself on the beat making. Like if you listen to the DonDamnKey new beats, like you know what I'm saying, you done reached a new pinnacle. Like I listen to your progression. You know what I'm saying. Yeah. So the beats that you like, this is a DonDamnKey beat we playing in the background. I play his beats really a lot during the background of our show because them the only beats I got. You know what I'm saying. But I got the beats though because he sent in to Saucer to toss it, and we played the beats and they got sauced, and that's why I ended up with the beats. So it ain't like, you know, it's just shit. They on the computer, they right here, they let you know, fool with us if you cool with it. That's just how beats land up in the background and people hear them, they might want to buy them and shit, you know what I'm saying? But the beat making, I think, man, you done really, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying you're at the top of your game right now. I think you done really elevated in the beat making. But also, though, the engineering, like, you know what I'm saying, it's not a lot of engineers. You know, I listen to everybody's mixes and everybody's music, like, you know what I'm saying. Of course, K.E.V was the first nigga with the quality in the city type shit, you know what I'm saying. But like niggas was striving to get there and beyond. But DonKey definitely has arrived with his quality as well. You feel what I'm saying? So the production, the quality, man. Y'all, if y'all, like I said, if y'all don't know DonKey, y'all ain't fucking with DonKey. You ain't did no type of musical shit with DonKey. You know what I'm saying? You know, seen some big names come through there. Shout out to Rod D. You fuck with Rod D a lot. You know, how that relationship come about?
One of the songs I sent you to play, me and Boaz was doing. We was like, shit, let's put Rod D on it. Mm-hmm. I don't know him, but he from down the way. I reach out. Mm-hmm. When I reached out, shit, he ain't never left. I ain't running off. It's like, and we just got that bond, man.
Yeah.
We got a good bond. He know what I'm doing and what I want to do, and I know what he want to do, what type of sound he want, and so that's kind of how we rock, you know.
Speaking of that, what you think about the A70 movement? Cause I see you sport that A70 shirt a lot, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How you feel about the A70 music scene and do you hear a difference in the music? Do you see a difference in the movement?
No, I think the quality is growing. The quality is a lot better than it used to be.
They used to have a real quality issue. I ain't gonna lie, in A70.
Yeah. Shout out
Magnolia.
That's what I was
helped
about to
that
say.
a lot.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
shout out Magnolia.
You said it before I could see it.
What y'all talking about now?
We talking about that
the South, the lower A70. Lower A70. The A70 is, but we talking about lower A70.
Columbia County, Union County.
Yeah.
that little area down in there.
Yeah. Because it's 2 870s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, shout
definitely
out to Magnolia Elvis. Like I say, he was groundbreaking down there before his time.
Yeah.
I had moved up this way by the time he had started.
And he was already like 2, 3, 4, 5 grades ahead of everybody.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's right. So shout out to Magnolia. But I think it's growing down there. I think the artists have got better. They own their business. They trying to do their business. They trying to understand what to do from a business side. You know, so
because I know you're an advocate of. Cause you from, like I said, you from by Magnolia, Emerson, close to Magnolia, 870 Columbia County. So I know you're an advocate of that area. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want to see people in your area do well, do good, succeed, win. You know what I'm saying?
I saw, shout out to D Revels. I think he done kind of picked up Magnolia's torch.
Okay.
Learning from Magnolia. It's crazy when you see a tree and see the branches of it. Everybody watching.
Shout out to P. Dot and them.
Yeah, P. Dot and all of them.
Yeah.
It's like, you see Nick Saban and then you see all his coaches. They play against each other.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn.
You know where they came from.
Yeah. I see Magnolia, I'm not saying I groomed Magnolia, but we all came up together with Giovanni. He was doing a lot of Giovanni's beats and stuff. And so that's
how you feel about 501 Central Arkansas music scene, K.E.V? Like, you done been in the trenches of this, like, to where you seen where it was at. You know what I'm saying? You down there helped build where it was at.
Man,
you feel what I'm saying? All the way to where it's at right now. Like, what? I know you probably proud. What can you see that? What is it still missing?
What is missing now? Let's see. What is missing? People got good quality. I feel like it's mind frame. Yeah, a lot of people mind frame, man. It's like goal setting too. Like, I see a lot of artists that come through to the studio and I'm like, man, where you want to be with it? Oh, man, I just want to, I want to feed my family. I'm like, okay, you want to feed your family? That could be a lifetime supply of ramen noodles. Like, is that what you want? So it's like you got to be more specific with what you want, set some goals. And I feel like when people do that, that's like creating a vision board or something. It's like you looking at it, your mind going to notice it more. Because I tell people this, I'm like, so when you get a new car, you start noticing all the other people that's riding in a car like yours, right?
Yeah.
So if you ride in the idea of, hey, success of this goal or whatever, you're going to start noticing them opportunities more.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to miss it. Because if you ride in the car of, I just want to willy-nilly, I'm on, I want to eat with this for a living or whatever, barely.
That's what you're going to
Hey, you might notice the ramen noodles more. Instead of opposed to steak or this or whatever, you might want to.
And that's real gems. And that's real gems.
Hey, K.E.V might got preaching in his future, too.
He do.
Hey, you know what? When I was younger, Pops used to come. We talked about this yesterday. I went and saw my Pops yesterday. I ain't seen him in a while. And he was like, yeah, back in the day, I used to go in the room and, he'll be reading the Bible or whatever. And he told me, son, you gonna be a preacher. I was like, nah, that ain't for me.
You ain't gotta be in the pulpit.
You know what I'm saying? But I thought about this, though. What if we start a church? Music type, you know what I'm saying? Church, what would that be like?
What you think the Arkansas sound is? Speaking of church, I definitely think the Arkansas sound is soul music.
Oh yeah.
Should not is, but should be. I ain't saying it is right now.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It ain't what's selling. It ain't what's popular, but our sound is that. K.V, I've been knowing you since Quail Valley, man. Before Quail Valley, when you had the all white, the Thunderbird, I believe, man.
That's still
Two-door
Mercury Cuban.
Yeah. Man, how long have you been at this trailblazing for Arkansas music, man?
I quit my jobs in 2004. It's January, so I was working at Baptist Hospital
2004 and started doing full time. Like,
I thought I was gonna get signed because Def Jam South and another label, Shadar Records, they brought me and the group I was working with out to Atlanta. It's like, hey, we just love you.
You were doing music.
Oh yeah, I was rapping and stuff. Man, we love y'all. Man, we want to sign y'all. I quit my job, so I was working this singular call center. It was it's AT&T now probably, but on Cantrell. There and Baptist Hospital, two pretty straight jobs at the same time. And I was walking out and they looked at me crazy. Like, hold
on, so you got two good jobs, dude said, man, y'all niggas dope, man. I want to sign y'all.
Oh yeah.
And you were like, how long did it take you to quit? Like next day type shit?
Yeah, pretty much.
And so what happened with the deal?
Man, it didn't go through. Like we had a number of meetings, man. We went to a number of different studios, some Doppler, they're probably Password, a lot of different places that was on at that time. They showed us around, had us freestyling and stuff. They loved the music, but we just couldn't get things right with the paperwork. And we didn't have time and the money to be sitting in Atlanta for weeks
to get it right.
Weeks. Yeah. So we ended up having to leave. And we came back. I didn't have nothing, so to speak. So I'm in Quail Valley Apartments. Got the apartments, set out like a studio, so to speak, with the bed and on the dressers, I got equipment. But then I was like, man, I'm full in. So what I do? Break down the bed, walk into Quail Valley. It's Spanish Valley now. Dumpster. threw the bed away, got a futon, spit, and it was what was it? I said 2004 January. I had a tax check coming. Got that tax check, bought a few more pieces of equipment, foamed out with the bed foam, the closet.
Yeah.
Was at Walmart with 2 buggies of the bed foam
The
things
bed foam,
wrapped
the
up
egg
on
crates.
how they was, the egg crate junk. Man, put that in and it was on. Like I had folks, all type of celebrities, folks driving in the snow to come
Get
get
studio
beats.
time. So did you already know how to record at that point? You was recording your own self and shit?
Yeah, because I was playing around with myself. I ain't playing around with myself.
Pause.
Ain't like y'all ain't did it. Ain't like y'all
That's
ain't
the
did it.
deal.
That's the bizzle. That's the
Ain't
bizzle.
like y'all ain't did it. Yeah. I was playing around with it,
Yeah.
but just stayed in my room. I was the type of guy, I didn't really do much. So I was in there taking apart stuff, getting equipment, connecting things, making beats. That was my first love, and I didn't kind of got away from it now. You know, I love to see DonKey doing this thing.
I hope he motivated you too, because I need a couple K.E.V tracks. I'm already finna get a DonDamnKey track, but I definitely need a K.E.V.
Man, boy, now it's like it's just custom stuff. Somebody come through and like book a custom beat session. I might.
That's what I was just gonna say. So like, I know you even have like, you know what I'm saying, apprentice type engineer. You don't. How often are you in the studio recording, or how often are you making beats, or like what you been doing lately? I know K.E.V still in full effect. I mean, Joker Entertainment Studio is still full effect. So what you been doing?
Man, recording, engineering, mixing, mastering. So I get people sending stuff from, all around, just as well as all the people that I love here locally and, regionally. So basically that, people done put me more in the engineer seat. I really have time to make beats. Plus, there's so many beats now. You go to YouTube, everybody comes through
everywhere.
with millions upon millions, millions of type beats. So I kind of took a back seat with that.
Well, let me ask you this. You just gave us a rundown of how the Joker Entertainment brand became what it is, man. How many artists you think you done cross path with in Arkansas that you helped create something for or record something for? Or
Just an estimate.
Just an estimate.
Man, it's thousands, man. It's like so many artists that done came through the studio over the years. Think about how long it's been. People say that, like with mastery, it take a certain amount of time, 10,000 hours to become to be a master or something. Man, I've been doing it since January 2004 for a living, damn near full time. Every day for the most part.
18 years, 19 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's been a lot of local artists I've seen come through, and I noticed similarities. I feel like some of the artists are lopsided, so no offense, but imagine, it's been a while since I played PlayStation in the games, but before, when I threw my bed away in Quail Valley a long time ago, I had a PlayStation. I had sold it then, but anyway, Madden, that game, John Madden, you can create a player. I created a wide receiver. I'm not into sports much, y'all. Y'all gotta, excuse me. I see the attributes pop up. Agility, power, this, and that. Everything is offset, right? If you move, you can adjust it. You move power up, agility and all that stuff, sacrifices, right? I feel like a lot of artists come in, they might be talent heavy, but then they low on the scale with drive. Some people come through with a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
He can attest to this. But then
the music
drive
ain't.
music ain't
Yeah.
hitting. You know what I'm saying? So it's lopsided like that. So it's like,
The formula never all the way 100. Or
man, that's why it's good to where when people are talent heavy, hey, find where you weak at, hire people to do them things for you so you can be strong in that area. But then another thing that would happen when you create a player and you start playing on Madden, after you play a long time, the more you play, the more all of the attributes will continue to increase. Incrementally.
Yeah.
So time is a factor too. Staying consistent. You know what I'm saying? Being disciplined.
Ain't got to have the persistence to keep going that amount of time that you need to go to
like
get
he
all
said
your
about being
shit.
in Atlanta, he couldn't stay out there. And had he been able to stay out there, it may have turned.
Cause the money, they go back to the finances. Like I always say, 3 things got to line up: your money, your music, and your life. You know what I'm saying? If you at the same time, for a length of time, not just for a day or a week. You know what I'm saying? Your money got to be good, your music got to be good, and your life got to be good. You can't be out here with some money and bullshit music. You can't be having no motherfucking good music. I ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? Or you can have good music and the money, but you're on probation. You can't even go out of town.
There it is. That's the
You
lopsided.
got to opt out to you.
Yeah.
That's the lopsidedness of it,
So
man.
and so them want to kill you because you done ran off, or the money you got belongs
You
to
feel
somebody.
me?
You know what I mean?
That's the
kinda-
lopsidedness of it. But the money and all the other stuff can come into play. You just got to realize what your weaknesses are and then start setting goals to kind of compensate for that. Hey, am I going to hire a manager because I ain't really good at talking to people? You know what I'm saying? Hey, I need some money. I need to think about trying to find somebody that might invest, you know what I'm saying? Seed investors or whoever. It might help out with the money portion of it. Or come up with a plan like, hey, let me sell some CDs, because that's how I had.
And that's what they don't want to do. That not just and right now you might not sell no CD, even though you still can sell CD.
Oh, yeah.
They got too much pride.
A guy was giving away some CDs at the at y'all event, man, the plug event, and I think popped it in. I said I was gonna listen to it. I keep my word, and it was blank, unfortunately.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
I would like to hear what he sounded like, but
Damn.
it was blank. Yeah. But if you find out where you weak at, man, you know where you need to try to increase things at. That's why it's good to set goals.
Yeah.
And then put your mind on something, because, man, if you put your mind on something strong enough, it's like
magic.
Man, it's like magic, this stuff pop out. That's like me. When I was young, I ended up typing. I heard a millionaire say, hey, I'm going to write down everything that I wanted. And he put it on his ceiling above his bed. So when he woke up, he would see it every day. What did I do? I was like, oh, let me try that. I typed it down, put it up there. I was young.
Like a vision board.
Man, I want a business doing music. I want to, do music for a living, all this type of stuff. Bruh.
Heavy.
And I'm here.
I got some big shit on my wall right now.
See, there it is.
That's what it got.
Right, so I like to hear what it is, but I'm sure I'm gonna see it if you got it on your wall.
You done seen some of it?
See, there it is. I was looking at my stuff. I'm like, today
I got a dry erase board. I can't even erase what I got up there. Like, man, I can't do it yet till I get done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a process.
Yeah, it's a process.
This shit is a process.
Right,
Most definitely.
When it manifests, go wipe it off and put something else up there.
Start another one.
Yeah, look that up. It's something called image cycling. Look that up. It's like a vision board where you cycle the images of the end result of the things that you want in your mind.
Like the actual picture of it.
Yeah.
They say even if you want like a Mercedes, go to the car lot and sit in that motherfucker. Even though you ain't gonna buy a test drive.
Get the feeling of it. That's the car that I got outside. I was like, man, it's the last model of this car I wanted. I want a dark color. I want it at the most 40,000 miles. I'm on the way to the studio 7-something in the morning. Here comes some random call from Olive Branch, Mississippi. Hey, you were inquiring about this car. I'm like, can you entertain? Tell me what it is, because I'm surprised. I don't really know who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
They told me exactly what I wanted. Black.
That nigga brought that bitch to the doorstep, dude.
Man, boy, shot right to Mississippi and grabbed it. But I had already put that in my mind. Like, hey, I want the vision of me pulling away in this car, listening to my album as I'm pulling off the lot. I didn't realize
had details in that shit.
Bruh.
That's what you gotta put details in it too, though.
Man, when I left the lot and pulled off and turned my gun on, I was like, wait a minute.
Deja vu.
And it was like, here come the chill bumps come through. It's like,
Man, K.E.V is like the wise old man to sit up on the hill, but you can see him, but you can't touch him. You can't never touch him. Except for he don't get old. He like a baby face still.
Hey, he do still look like K.E.V.
Yeah, that's daily meditation. It's like a wise man on the hill.
A lot of times I pick up the phone, back especially when I was making my transition into just doing this full time and stuff. I pick up the phone. K.E.V, what you think about this? K.E.V, what you think about that? Tell me what was some of the ups and downs. And a lot of niggas won't tell you nothing, but K.E.V was
as far as like having beats and having a studio.
Yeah, having a studio, doing it full time. What's the ups and downs of doing it full time? What to look out for this or that. What to turn down, what not to turn down. Because you can't take everything. All money and good money.
What's your ups and downs? Hey, I'm gonna ask both of y'all this. Cause I know. I'm an engineer too, so you got engineer. Like engineer, if y'all don't know, man, that's really like a dirty job. You know what I'm saying? Really, like, cause you gotta listen to some shit sometimes that you don't want to listen to, and you got to deposit some shit in your spirit that sometimes you might not want to listen to, you might not want to record. So it's like, it's kind of like a job that's like, and then you got different types of personalities and people coming through. So like, what's some bullshit of the engineering aspect, or even just the management, or you know what I'm saying, that you done dealt with?
Well, it's hard for me to get out of producer mode when I'm engineering a lot. I mean,
it is a difference between an engineer and a producer. Cause you know what I'm saying, having somebody to tell you now do it like this instead of like that.
Well, so for me, if I'm in engineering mode, I should be there strictly to make money. Make this guy sound good. But a lot of times I move over into producer mode and trying to mold them and say, hey, let's do it like this, let's try it like that. Well, then, that's eating off their budget and everything. Might take them a little longer to get what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? So
you got to pick and choose who would appreciate this.
Exactly. You can take a Rod D or E-Dub and they come in. I mean, 607 came and did a verse the other day. It literally took him 30 seconds. Went through it. And we talked the rest of the 10, 15 minutes he was there,
Yeah.
But then you got some of these that's going to punch in every bar. I'm not talking about 2 or 4 bars, every bar.
How do you feel about, like, punching? Like, people thought one time I said something about punching artists. I was talking about, I can see if you come in, you got your shit wrote or kind of put together somewhere and you punch in every bar to make it get your words out. But somebody who come in, they don't even know what they're going to rap about that day. And they punch in every bar. They sit there and think of the next bar. Basically, they sit there 30, 40 minutes and create a verse on the spot of punch in freestyle. How do y'all feel about that?
I mean, I
feel good,
recorded Money Man.
Hey, he said I feel good about it.
I recorded Money Man the same way. When I recorded Money Man, it took him like 15 minutes to get 4 bars each time.
Right.
Until
That's
we
about
got
right.
to a 16.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro,
Yeah.
you know, but at the same time, I'm counting, okay, fine.
I feel like that's the vibe. My bad.
No, you good.
But I feel like that's the vibe, man. Everybody creates in their own way. And back to what you said about the producer and engineer hat, man. True enough, if artists need to understand that you are doing them a service, more than a service, if you wearing multiple hats. Because I tell artists all the time, like, man, look, an engineer, you might look at your favorite artist, and you'll see might be a little Caucasian guy sitting there, a black guy doing this thing. They ain't saying, they just telling him what to do. The other people is over there, hey, say it like this, da da da. That's the producer. Hey, say it like this, do that. Hey, call
Some people don't got the luxury there, though.
Yeah, so in places like Little Rock, you got people like DonDamnKey, K.E.V.
You got to play multiple
We had
hats.
to wear multiple hats, you know what I'm saying? Because we ain't have a lot of stuff here. So when you have a engineer producer that's doing the multiple hat things, man, consider it to be a valuable blessing.
It is.
Yeah.
But
I understand what
but
you
think
said.
about the artist. It's some artists like how you work with artists, and you might have to just do this or try like this, and like what's the percentage of them that you be like they. All right, do it your way then.
I know it off the bat when I
Yeah,
tell
you
him.
already know
I
it.
already know it. I like, let me just punch the buttons and get his sound quality right.
Yeah.
Make sure his sound quality
Man,
right. I know.
It's a dance.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can get in the mode and be prideful and be like, okay, because I still deal with it now. Artists, I get some valuable information where I know it's gonna make the song better. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, because of my experience, and they don't take it. So I'm sitting here like, man, how you ain't take that? But then later on, they might. Hey, you know what the thing you said? Hey, let's do that, da, da, da. And it might make the song great.
Yeah.
Or they do it and kind of be like, I don't know if it's gonna be good, but then all of the people in the studio around like, hey, look, man, that's it.
Man,
You
two
know what I'm
heads
saying?
always better than one.
There it is, because that's Bible stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Two or more come together, whatever my name, and I'll be there also. Or Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. Mastermind technique. Hey, when you have 2 or more people come together for a particular purpose, then it's like a third mind will be there also. So yeah, it's good to have people in there and multiple people to have some good advice. But yeah, you just gotta bend with what the artist is doing and understand them, and then take your pride out of the way. And
they're gonna be a big part of
there
it.
it is. So it's like it's only certain people that can be engineers, man. Because I see, man, I didn't talk to a lot of guys that got out of the business, and they talk about that moment where they stopped, where it's like, man, I remember the exact moment when the guy was in the booth, and I just felt like it was over with. I told him to get out of the booth, and I ain't been recording since then. I done
been recording for damn near 20 years, and like it ain't been too many. I done went through some. I heard some shit. It's only like probably out of all of them, maybe like 2, maybe 3 people out of 20 years that done ever made me feel like I can't believe I didn't even listen. I listen to every session on the way home, like listen to the quartet. I don't even listen to their music on the way home. Out of 20 years, on about 2 or 3 clients that I said, I'm not listening to that on the way home.
What does that say about us though? Because it's like we producers too, and then we have the value of being able to tell them what's good and what's not.
Do you tell them to get out the booth?
No, it's like when I was younger, man, I did have an issue and be like, some people ain't good.
Even if you told them how to make it better, but it just don't get better.
Man, nowadays, when anybody I'm working with, I feel like each person get value, because I didn't heard a person come and sit on the studio couch and be like, I'm like, what's the greatest rapper to you? Man, Fabo is the greatest rapper ever. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So nothing against
to
Fabo.
Somebody he is.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah,
so it's like everybody got their own individual value, because we all unique. We got our own personality. Everybody's personality is valuable. Yeah. To some extent.
So somebody might like that motherfucker.
There it is. So I just try to make them sound good in the
like
space
the quality shit like he's in.
Yeah, that they in, man. It's
at
like,
the end of the day.
and take away the pride as much as you can, because you got to realize there's some other mind is there.
Yeah.
Now, when you cooking beats, that's different though. That's them your babies. So I keep my pride in.
I was just
What
gonna
you
say,
mean?
when they making their own production thing, like, cause I had a situation where me and K.E.V, basically I used to stay with K.E.V, you know what I'm saying? But we had a situation where me and this rapper was in competition. And I recorded a record with K.E.V, and the other rapper recorded a record with somebody else. And I bought K.E.V the record, like, man, listen to this. And the first thing he said was, hey, man, who did this production? And that kind of boosted you up. You was like, hold on, let me go in here. Let me make sure these boys is right. Hey, man, go back in there. Go back in there. Nuh-uh. Who did this again? I was like, yeah, my homeboy from Newport, man. He hard too. He do big. Okay, I don't care. Go back in there, man. And when you do it this time, and then I'm finna add this whoop doop on here, and then cause I'm finna be the one that did the production on this, and ain't nobody. I'm just as responsible for this record as you is. And he gave me that every time we ever done something, but because of what we had going on at that thing, and the engineer ended up meeting them after that. They ended up like we got to get together because, hey man, I heard what you did for the dude, the third. You know what I'm saying? That sounds good.
Yeah.
Like, where you from? Like, somewhere in Newport, ducked off in the corner, and they go back to us not having a camera or not having the somebody putting a spotlight on Arkansas, saying what do they have or what do they got. We don't really get that. But now, y'all get y'all flowers, and I'm glad y'all.
Shout out to, Third Degree, you know what I'm saying? DRK,
Yeah.
LilRockObama. Shout out to y'all, 18.
Definitely.
You know,
Yeah, see,
on the ground
what
radio.
people don't realize, Dirt tried to tell a story. He didn't tell the whole story.
What's the whole story?
Dirt was cutting my hair. Probably I was 16, so Dirt had to be 12 or 13 at the time.
I was cutting her about 10.
In the back, on the side of the house. And
I
then-
was.
Yeah.
My dad would wake us up out the bed. Hey, I got
Yeah.
too many cousins out here. Y'all come take some of these heads.
Yeah,
And we little kids out there. My dad is a tan barber, and he don't even got license. So me and T out there cutting hair too.
I was actually going to the dad, but he was passing me off the Dirt. I was like, what?
So Dirt didn't cut you?
Oh, yeah.
Look, I'm like 10 years old, cutting 80-year-old men hair in the barbershop, sleeping
With no license.
in my pajama, like.
Well, you a Jamaican, man. You got plenty of jobs, man.
Now, but what I was saying about the production side is kind of what Third was saying, but also, if I made that beat, I got more invested than if it's a YouTube beat, and I want to see that beat all the way through. So I'm gonna definitely tell them, "Won't you do it like this? This is the vision I had for the beat." Da 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 da. So it's harder to sometimes engineer my own beats.
Cause your beats is your baby,
My beats
and
are
I'm
my
sure
babies.
K.E.V can attest to this. So when y'all sell a beat and y'all hear somebody out there that fucked it up, how y'all feel?
I bought them back before.
You done bought a beat back.
I bought it back and gave them one for free to double up on what they
Hold
did.
up. You heard the song, you be like, oh, I don't like how they
And
did it.
I told him, I said, bro, he asked me, so I told him. And he
And
said,
you
what you
said-
think you should do? I said, man, I got something else that I think you'll probably fit better on. I said, I'm going
And
to
you
buy
gave
this
him
beat
a
back.
bullshit beat. You need this one. You need this one.
Somebody the vault. Somebody, this
I'ma
ain't
gi-
for you.
I'm gonna give you two of them. Matter of fact.
Yeah, this ain't for you, man.
Hey,
you know.
but
What
I
about
thought
you?
about that before.
When you heard you like one of your babies, you like then somebody.
Man, in my mind, I just be thinking that I can continue to create. Like, I'm like, I got more ability to create than the artist. So it's like, I be feeling like, oh, I can make another beat that cold. Now, other people say other. I got a partner, you know what I'm saying? He multi-millionaire type guy. He be like, man, the one beat you had and da-da-da, you gave it to so-and-so. And listen, buy.
He still remember this
You
shit.
should have had that in the vault for Jay-Z or something, you know. But
Hey, that beat would have still been on the computer. You gotta let it fly.
there it is. And that's what I learned, man. I was like, man, I got to make some money.
You gotta let it
Now,
fly.
see, that's my problem. I got a vault that when people
Look,
come over, they
DonDamnKey.
never touch it. I never play it for nobody. I never.
Doug, you like, when Jay-Z come to the studio and play these?
Yeah, them beats probably been
Hey.
made 10 years ago, but that's the only way I'm going to open that vault right there.
You don't even play them for nobody.
Nope.
How many of them you got in there, you think? You got a lot in there?
Nope. Probably maybe 50.
That's a lot, nigga.
Come by and listen to
Hey.
us one day.
You ought to see I mean, on my portfolio, on my computer, for real. I looked at, me and an artist was looking the other day. 2019, I got like 200 beats, almost close to 200 beats unfinished. And all it needs is probably redoing some drums. I might have got tired on the melody. 2020, I got about the same.
How many beats you think you done ever made total? Guesstimation. And then you too, K.E.V.
I mean, we talked about 19, and I had unfinished 200.
How many you got on your computer right now?
Probably unsold, probably 1,500.
How many you done sold?
This year?
It's total.
Oh, man, I don't know.
Damn.
I don't know.
What about you, K.E.V? How many beats on your computer right
Man,
now?
I've been making beats since I was like, man, young. So I got, man, thousands of beats, you know, or a lot that I done sold. Because really, that was
How
was
many you
money.
think you done sold?
How many I done sold, man? I done sold.
'Cause you was
over-
slanging the hell out
over
them
1,000
beats back in
I done
the
had
gap.
people like, who was that? Man, the dude that did the 5-star chick beat for
Yo Gotti.
Gotti.
and
The dude
Nicki
did-
Minaj.
Uh-huh.
He ended up hitting me back in the day like, Hot Rod.
Hot Rod from Memphis. He from Memphis.
Shout out to Hot Rod, man. He had hit me up. He was
time.
like, man, I'm signed to Gotti now, and I'm trying to see what's up. Can you help me out, you know, as far as being a producer or whatever? And I was telling him, like, man,
This was before 5-star chick or after?
right before it. Yeah. And I was like, man, all I can do is, like, get the beats and then play them to the artist and then sell it. You know, I sell beats for this, you know, this many hundred or whatever. And my goal is to get off these beats and get some money and pay the bills. But, you know, to each his own. But back then, that was my mindset. I'm
Yeah.
like, man,
I mean, you
I
couldn't
got to
go
pay these
nowhere
bills.
without hearing a K.E.V. on the track.
K.E.V.
Bro,
listen.
back then.
Listen, me and
Now
KV
it's-
got a
now
whole
it's
album.
DonDamnKey.
Me and KV got a whole album that ain't never come out.
Where's that?
I went to jail. I don't know where it's at.
K.E.V.
It's
like,
hard. It's super hard.
Now you know I keep
Yeah.
stuff. I get,
But
Still
K.E.V.
got it.
I get songs on there. That's how we end up getting stuff. Man, I keep it.
I
K.E.V.
keep
the
everything
only
too.
person that you
Yeah.
go back to the studio 20 years later and be like, bro, you still got
I
my
swear.
records? He like, yeah, it's on the hard drive and you got to
gotta
pay a little
locate.
extra. And I'm like, I gotta get the hard drive, but I still got you.
Yeah.
Me and dude got we got an album, so bro, I went to jail.
I probably got your stuff on CD.
Drop it.
Cool
DVD,
edit, cool
yeah,
edit
I have
CDs.
it
What was
Yeah.
backed up on DVD
See?
from
I got a box of them
2010.
hoes.
There it is.
2000 Yeah.
Yep.
Hey man, it's an engineer. It's a real engineer life right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
I want to make sure both of these gentlemen get their flowers, man. Y'all right now, y'all on Indastreet Radio, and a lot of people don't know how far y'all go back with the Arkansas movement. So we wanted y'all to come in and be able to tell them that we have this type of production, we got this type of sound, we got this type of quality here in the state. They don't got to go on YouTube or look elsewhere. Not that I'm trying to stop anybody else from making any kind of money, but I definitely want to give you gentlemen y'all flowers. I have worked with you, K.E.V, several times over, and DonDamnKey, I apologize that I haven't, but we finna get to work
No, we're gonna
ASAP.
get
You know what I'm
together,
saying?
definitely.
Most
I
definitely.
appreciate it. Like I say,
And,
man, Dirt been one of my biggest supporters. You have me, and you done chopped it up several times. We just
Every
ain't had
time
a
I see
chance.
you.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so I appreciate y'all. You know, me and T go back. You know, so
Yeah.
you know, it's all family.
I see you rocking the fingerprint image. Shout out
that's
Spot
my boy,
Samuel.
Spot Samuel. Yeah.
Hey man, everybody hit that share button for me one time, man. We still got some news, tools, and clues coming up, man. ThirdDaGree got the news coming up for y'all. If y'all missed the sound off the general interview, go back and watch that. Sauce of the Toss is coming up next. Y'all trying to get your music played. You ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, get no lies told to you. You want to get that real live, honest feedback. Not that shit your mama, daddy, brother, sister, uncle, nephew, girlfriend, boyfriend tell you. Send that shit to Sauce of the Toss, and man, they gonna tell you the honest to God truth, man.
What he said.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you're not gonna lie. If you can make it on Sauce of the Toss, you can make it anywhere. You feel what I'm saying? Download the Real Underground app. If you ain't got the app, you need to be slapped, no cap.
And if I was under a rock, if I just happened to come off from under a rock in the Arkansas music hip hop scene today and didn't know from a can of paint where I could get a Joker entertainment session or beat or a DonKey entertainment session or beat, how would I get a hold of you, gentlemen?
Man, you can go to the website. It's jokerent.com, and yeah, everything is there.
Yeah, mine is freshmusicmedia.com as well, but it's probably gonna be easy to catch me on one of the social media platforms.
DonDamnKey.
DonDamnKey.
Our producer, DonDamnKey. Grammy nominated.
I made sure to put that on the post today.
Grammy nominated. What's your biggest triumph, K.E.V? DonDamnKey, I'm pretty sure. Is the Grammy your biggest triumph?
Yeah, it's the biggest experience, but in terms of artists and working with artists, you know.
You went to the Grammys too, right?
Yeah, I went to the Grammy. We
Okay.
did the whole red carpet walk, the whole 9 yards. Went to the after parties, $10,000 after parties. Yeah, it was in the label in Houston. House Records paid for it all, man. It was just like live it up, do this one time, once in a lifetime experience.
I
You
ain't
know?
had shit but some dizzle, but anyway, it worked.
Shout out to our
yeah.
sponsor.
And that's like that piece of motivation that you always trying to achieve again. You know? I still stay in contact with those guys down there in Houston. They got a jazz, R&B, and gospel label, and that's the categories I got nominated for. And they always saying, send me some. And I never wanted, I ran across some dope artists, but I never wanted to cash that ticket because it got to be the right one.
Yeah.
And if I don't send them that right one.
Send it. See, that was my situation. Yo, got it. Just do the, hey, man, send me some beats, man. You know what I'm saying? Do I send it? I'm like, I got to be right. Young Jeezy and them call me. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I need some hey, send me. I'm on your website right now. I'm listening to this and that and that. Send me some number one hit stuff for Jeezy. And I'm like, So I'm creating. And I'm like, this ain't it. Ain't sent it.
You overthink.
You know what I'm saying?
Overthink.
Rocco at the studio. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? He was over there with you too.
Yep.
And I'm like, and he like, man, hey, this might be my hit right here, man. Like he trying to get the track from next page. And he whispering in my ear, like, man, this my hit. He doing a feature for them, but he like want to steal the song. That's where being real comes to play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Paige hadn't paid the money to me yet though. But shout out to Paige and Taz and them. But I already knew they was good for it, and we was close.
So he wanted the beat.
Oh, bro was whispering him
For
and the
himself.
man, they was coming over trying to. Hey,
Rocco,
this is my next single, bro.
Rocco was supposed to be at the club that night, and Rocco was like, "Bro, I ain't ready to go to the club." He was like, "I called Styles up. I like Styles, bring some beats." And me and Styles sit in there and just play beats. That's all he wanted to do is listen to beats.
Listen to beats.
Yeah, Starlito was the same way. He was the same way. All he wanted to do is listen to beats. It was like he didn't really want to go out or do nothing.
They get on?
Nope.
Still didn't get none.
Nah, he didn't get none. But he, got the number.
Yeah.
Maceo. I still send stuff to him.
Oh,
He done
okay.
bought a few.
I got a record with Maceo.
Yeah,
from back in the
Maceo
day.
done bought a, and he was Future's artist,
Yeah.
So I still send stuff to Maceo. Who else? Trip. I've sent stuff. You know, I got those connections. They just ain't pick. And like I say, I think a lot of times is those national artists be scared as well. Be scared of, like right now. So the trend is right now, jump on a beat that got a sample on it. That's about to play out again. But
they on that 90s, 2000.
yeah, but back when Fat Joe and them brought it all back, and then you catch now Moneybagg Yo, he ran it, was it 2 summers ago? That's all he was jumping on. But that's gonna play out again, but it's gonna come back in another.
It's gonna come back in another when it gonna be 2010 music. They're gonna be sampling at that point.
That's why you send off whatever. I learned the hard way, and I was like, man, I should have just gave them folks whatever, and not really just try to dictate what they might like. Because that's the issue. Like when I was selling beats back in the day, when I had quit the jobs and I'm there, I'm like, I gotta make money, I gotta make a living. People that come through, it might be a guy that work at Wendy's or McDonald's. He'll spend his whole check on a beat with me. I got a list of 100 or something beats. The first beat or something. It might be the first or second beat. I'm like,
so shit you don't even fuck with.
I'm skipping the beat.
It's
boom, I'm going to the next one. Hey, go back to that.
Going to the one that you think they really go.
So that's why we got to get out our own way because they'll go back to that one. Oh, that's it, bro. And I'm like, dang, man, I got 100 beats in here. I don't need to hear them. That's it. Well, they hold Wendy's or McDonald's check on this beat.
Yeah, that's how much you knew.
That's when I knew. I was like, man, this my
that part
this my
is true. Yo, what you think is your worst beat, and you play it, that they usually gonna choose that one.
Yeah.
Sean 1K did that same thing. I was like, you want this beat? That's what I'm saying in my head.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, bro, we got some more stuff. He's like, bro, I told you to play that one. Go on and load that one up.
So send them beats off.
Yeah, I got some more though, bro. I got some dope stuff.
Yeah.
Send them
Nah,
beats
play
off
that
to
one,
them, bro.
That's how I
Send
go,
them beats
man.
off to them. You talking about waiting on that one that you feel like is it?
Yeah.
Man, you never
All
know.
of them it.
Hey,
never know.
let me ask y'all this before we go to the news, and y'all can stay for the news too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can tap it on the news. I see Sauce at the top set up in here, man.
Fed up in the building.
They know they early when I switched the show to 9 o'clock. They start coming up early. Yeah, you ain't got no choice to come early when I move the time back to later. Look at them. Teach them I gotta be home by 11, man. I done got old, man. You just talking, man. Look, 9 o'clock now. We 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock. They on time.
Everybody on straight.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask y'all this. What do y'all think? How can y'all make the Arkansas sound? What can it be? How can y'all make it?
That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody, if you listen to a Baton Rouge song, you know it's a Baton Rouge beat. If you listen to a New York song, you know it's a New York beat. The beat. If you listen to some LA shit, that's a LA song because the beat. You listen to some Memphis shit, that sounds like some Memphis shit. When you listen to some Arkansas shit, what it need to sound like?
I'm gonna just keep doing me. That's the soulful.
You said DonDamnKey?
He hold the key.
Soulful. I said it need to be soul.
He hold the key.
Soul on some big drum, 808s and shit.
Yeah.
He the only one I think mine.
It's a couple on Styles make
I
soulful
think
shit.
it's a lot of them.
Shout out to Styles.
It is a lot of them. It is a lot of
I
them.
think it's a lot of them. The platform always been. The platform always been.
They just got to be cohesive enough as to like know what is right.
I didn't know how to be able to get a hold of you. Some people think, like I said, some people think we ain't approachable.
That's your goddamn
Some people
problem.
think, K.E.V, you can't pick the phone up and call K.E.V. I'm like, hey,
Nah,
K.E.V,
nah,
phone
that-
number
that-
work.
that ain't right.
Folks tell me like, hey, they be the
For
men.
real.
They like, bro, I've been trying to get a hold of you.
They
for a
said
long
the dirt
time.
all
I'm
the
like,
time.
bro,
They said the
my
dirt.
number been the same.
You
for
ain't
years.
call something,
The
nigga.
way you can Google and find
All
it.
that.
You know what I'm saying? But then they act like, hey, you got to book with you. You got to book 3 or 2 months in advance.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Nah, nigga, at least a day.
and
Nigga.
I'm like, I can't afford for y'all to feel that way.
So, like I said, these two gentlemen right here, respectively, Magnolia Elvis, my partner from Newport, Arkansas Slim, that I let you hear. Like, it's plenty of art. You even make some dope track. Like, I
Ferocious.
think
I mean,
Ferocious.
these-
It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Tracks. I'm talking about the sound.
I'm talking about the sound too.
What made them sounds the
Soul. It need to be soul.
What made each zone you just said?
It need to
What
say
made- what made them sounds unique?
the beat. It gotta have pianos, horns.
Somebody took Dre beats.
Nah,
they
they-
went to copying and looping and everywhere through Cali.
Man, we can't hear you on the mic, man.
I'm just saying, bro. That was the.
We got
whole
Petty
thing.
Kruger in the building, man.
If we gonna start a trend, one producer got to come with a sound. The next producer need to add on to it. It need to be every. I ain't gonna
They just gotta be on the same page.
I'll
No,
tell you
the
for me,
producer actually
I'ma
gotta be a
stay with
music
that
artist.
Soulful, have a sample sometime underneath. But when I start trying to venture out and be a trap producer,
Yeah.
I fail. When I start venturing,
No, I think your lane is soulful
Yeah.
music. No,
Yeah.
for real though, that's your lane. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to venture, but put the trap beats, the trap drum.
drums
And when
up
I
on
said
it.
earlier about DonDamnKey elevated. What I meant was, like, I used to hear yo beats DonDamnKey. He always had the soul, but you wasn't putting the trap hard hitting drums on your beats back.
That's because
then.
I started off listening to a lot of East Coast, so it was a boom bap sound.
Now you put the hard drum, you got it.
Yeah.
You done put the sauce together, like you on your way. You feel what I'm saying? Like I feel like if Arkansas producers just come together and use start putting pianos, real live instrument, and they gotta play them. It'd be better if they can get some niggas in there to play that shit.
You know, that's what I did.
You
For
know what I'm saying?
those that's in the tank. You got Lil Chaz
That's when
Holloway
you real.
on
Like,
them.
a nigga came recorded the other day, had one of your beats and had a real guitar. Somebody on there playing a real guitar.
that was
And I'm like,
Shout
this
out
a
Lil
real
Chaz,
guitar
man.
player?
He on my album.
You can
too. He
tell
on
the
my
difference. You can hear the difference,
A
man.
lot of my bass. I mean, man, there's so many outlets out there. I ain't gonna give up too much of the game.
Yeah.
But you can five of them get some.
When you say
Get the
Lachance
game,
Holloway, that nigga official. He be on tour with Tank and like
game,
that
bro.
nigga's official.
He's singing on my album and playing the guitar.
That
Chaz
nigga's
go hard.
official, bro.
Yeah,
If I
shout
got
out.
a track and I done laid the sample up on it, I done laid some keys, and I'm like, man, they need a live bass instead of some 808s.
That's Arkansas.
I'll five that thing so quick. I'll send that thing over to 5 and a half.
That's
back
Arkansas.
In 5 days.
That's Arkansas
And
right
bam, I got
there.
my live bass.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Just like that. They send you some sauce.
Oh hell yeah, and 2 revisions too. So I take them 2 revisions and make 2 more beats.
You gave away some sauce right there.
Yeah.
You gave away some sauce right there. Definitely.
There go the song.
There go the sauce, man. Hey man, we finna get up out of here, man. Sauce to the toss it up,
Yeah, I
man.
thought we were gonna
We got 4 minutes, man. What news you got for us?
We got the big
Well,
question-
biggest news. What we got?
Man, there's a bunch going on in the news.
What,
We got the Memphis basketball player got caught with the guns. They still got the
Who?
Uh,
I hope it ain't the one who always trying to act hard.
nah, he a college basketball player.
Oh, okay.
He got jammed up with the guns.
I can see that.
What else going on in the
It's
news?
Memphis, man.
Man,
Shit.
we got Dizzle as a sponsor again. I done drunk the Dizzle. I should
Oh,
have drunk that.
I'm gonna tell you
man.
what I seen in the news. Future sold his catalog.
Yeah,
Y'all
that's
talking
what we
about
talking
Future
about.
sold his
Future
catalog.
sold his catalog for 65 to 75 million.
And we was talking about as an artist, would you sell your catalog? He said about 600 songs for $75 million.
We don't know the details.
This is what I said. This is what I said. Me personally, you don't know what was in that man's bank account. You don't know what he was projecting to make. He looking at it like, I could take 75 million right now to sell this shit that I can go here and remake some more of this shit. Give me 75 right now. Over the next couple of years, I can take the risk of, like, it don't matter about people saying, man, you gonna make more than that in the future. Man, fuck all that. Them folks bought it because they gonna make some money. They ain't buy it so they can sit on it. Of course they gonna go make some money off of it. But 75 million at one time, it's like back when Rocco tried to buy, I think, Rod D song. I said, shit, I'd have sold that motherfucker. I said, over the course of streaming, what I had made 50 bands out the song, I'd have just sold it and kept some publishing.
I saw Rocco open that bag up and he's like, hey, what you talking about? Let's go, baby.
My point. My point.
Yeah, it do depend on the contract. He might still get some points off of it. It depends on the contract. 75 million and
I didn't sold all
But I
rights.
wouldn't
you said you sold everything.
I sold all rights.
And it had to be
where
That's
Rod D
me.
was coming from. Nah, that's his song.
When you got money, you feel like, I ain't on need this, but you don't know what Future got. 75
It had to be
million.
And then Future got probably about 9 kids taking off of it too. So you know he got to think about it. You right.
I don't
You
know.
what he got.
I don't know.
He got the songs though. He got the ability.
And
to
he
create.
got the ability.
That's how I feel. I'm like, man, I can make another beat.
You seen
know?
a lady recently who was Anita or some R&B soul singer and a couple more white singers. They just sold their catalog. Bro, you got some lands in here. You probably 50, 60, 70 years old. Man, this your retirement fund. You can leave for your kids, but like, man, fuck this shit, man. Give me my money. I'm finna go flip it, do whatever, do this.
Yeah.
Or you can sit on it. You gonna make some more money, of course. But man, fuck this, man. It's right now. You feel what I'm saying?
So, I
Two
mean,
means of
that's in real
transportation.
life too. And talk about
different folks.
people that get to retirement age and shit like that. You know, either cash out early. Some people can cash out early while they got their health and stuff. I'm like, man, bro, why you got health? Most people wait until they ain't got no health no more. And
Cash
then
out.
Cash out. But you can't do shit with the money now
Yeah.
because you in a wheelchair.
Leave
or
it to your
something.
kids.
You know.
Kanye online to sell his right now. Kanye said he trying to sell his catalog right now. He looking for, and he already got a
Did
billion.
he have a price?
I don't know if he had no price. It wasn't on the internet that he had a price. He said he was looking for a buyer, and he already a billion. And I feel like K.E.V. you were saying like if I got the talent and somebody want to buy this service from me, that's what I do.
What you
anyway.
doing it for? To
That's what I
sell
do
it?
anyway.
If a nigga come to you right now and say 3rd degree, I want to buy all the songs you got for 100 bands.
But that goes back to that passion, though. That goes back to that passion, though. That the love that you have for your babies too.
Yeah, but hey, fuck them kids. Hey, them kids was made to be sold.
The Dirty Dizzle, a whole cup of Dirty Dizzle.
I ain't gonna say a little DJ, but them kids right there, hey, them step kids.
Boy, you skip the line. They finna go on and just pay for it like that.
Hey,
Give it to me. Give it to me.
hey, the last,
Then you come buy your rights back too, so you know.
later on. Bryce said he said, "Them ain't your real kids, bro. You all these man, you got 600 kids. You ain't gonna sell some of them."
Hey, pause before we get out of here. Do you two gentlemen? Somebody had texted me on my phone today. It was a fan question. Like, ask K.E.V and DonD, are they offering any type?
DonD, man, you know that ain't DonD. DonD would be way big over there.
It's the Dizzle, man. It's and darker.
I said,
and hungry.
Dizzle start with D. That's what it is.
Are y'all offering any type of like mentorship, internship for any up and coming aspiring producers or engineers that might want to do something like that?
I'm on that. I'm on that. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta, you gotta hit me up. We need to have a talk. I gotta make sure energies match.
Okay.
But I'm here for you. You know, I just did a 30 for 30 executive thing for with Sydney Moncrief and them. They pair up the kids with from what was it? What were they? Helena. With executives or whatever. But one of the guys one of the kids that came to the studio that I mentored back then, he called me today like, hey, I'm trying to produce.
You changed his
17,
life.
you know what I'm saying? So I need to, this and
Yeah, I think music and this shit can change.
I put out a post about that a couple of weeks ago. I was looking for somebody to kind of swap out maybe some studio time and beats for some video. Man, it's so much stuff coming our way right now. Like I'm working on it's a audio book for Amazon right now for a
Oh, you wrote it or
no, somebody read it. Now I'm editing it.
Okay.
And
That's good work. That's good work right there.
They're recording.
That's good work.
Books, man. It's some stress to it. So try recording.
You said it's stress?
But
I feel like that's some good shit.
Bro, it's stressful, man.
Oh, what the story stuck? Yeah, the story. I mean, nigga get in the movie and rap and stuff. So if you can go through that, you can go through that.
No, but a lot of times, if you got it right at the beginning of the verse, it's typically gonna be right at the end of the verse. With this, you got to go through and listen to each and every word.
They got to read it with certain type of energy or something.
Yeah, and then you got to go through in the editing phase and listen to it. Keep going over it.
There it is. And this
Is
might be an 8-hour audio book.
Yeah.
Look at them audio books, 7 hours, 8 hours.
Yeah, so
and then you got somebody trying to record that can't pronounce stuff right. That's country.
They got a list.
I've been working on the first chapter, and I've been working on it for 3 days, and it's 20 minutes. That first chapter.
Yeah. How many chapters is it?
10.
My bad, I ain't mean to laugh, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, that's throwing me off from making beats and everything else. So,
Hey, you gotta make it that pay like that way.
Exactly.
See, you know what time it is.
It came through.
You know what time it is.
Check cleared, though. So we good.
Hey, one last question before we get about here. Check this out. This y'all opinion. Question of the day. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Why he didn't call us for fishing? That ain't the question, but yeah, why he didn't. I seen you fishing the other day. I ain't on Facebook right now, but the last day I was on Facebook, I seen this.
Plenty times it didn't hit me up.
Come on, bro. No, man. My phone was dead.
My partner hit me. Look, my phone. My partner hit me up and like, let's go. And
I went fishing with DonDamnKey one time, bro. I swear we caught about 100 fish.
I say fuck the kid when it comes to fishing.
Oh, okay.
See?
Hey,
I ain't gonna sell them, but fuck.
this the question of the day. You gonna leave me home by yourself?
You gonna feed them.
Hey, the question of the day, man. What y'all think about and sauce or the toss it up next? I know y'all on the edge y'all seats for this question, man. Sauce or the toss it up next, man. But listen, this is what I want y'all to put in the comment. What you think about McLovin? No, not McLovin come out the closet, but he probably like who this person is about. Dwayne Wade's son. You fuck with, you like that him? I think you like that picture. But what y'all think about him now? They posted the picture. He look kind of like a full fish, but I keep seeing people calling him her and she. Like,
I think somebody should take Dwayne Wade, tie him up and beat his ass.
you don't appreciate what Dwayne Wade. Petty Kruger said he don't. That ain't his real son.
His sister was going through some shit, and he adopted.
Oh, his nephew. That's really his nephew.
Really his nephew. So he just.
That's fucked up, Dwayne Wade. That's child abuse.
We come from the country, so our thoughts on all of that. Nah, not at all.
Hey, I'm like, hey, let people be who they gonna be.
Let them be who they gonna be.
I mean, we all individuals.
But do you think he promoting it? Do you think he put? If you had I mean, I seen the dude the other day on TikTok. It was a white man, and he told this little boy to go to school with some high heel shoes on. He was like, "Go ahead, honey." He sounded gay. He wasn't showing himself. He just sounded gay. He was like, "And if they them kids mess with you, what do?" When the kid came home, they were like, "Did they?" I feel like that little boy was like 7, 8 years old. I feel like kids don't know no better. If they was grown and wanted to be that or do that, okay, cool. But I feel like when somebody that's your agenda, it's like if I smoke crack. And I say, shit, I smoke crack. Ain't nothing wrong with smoking crack. Let me let little DJs hit the pipe. Like I done seen people on internet smoking weed and letting their little kid. I done seen a couple instances recently with that. A baby, and baby kind of mad. I was like, damn, that baby hit the blunt. And like, you know what I'm saying? So being gay, that ain't no different than, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't got no problem with that part. The part I have is when the kids say, I want to have a sex change. That kid's brain is not developed.
It's not developed.
So, you know.
You what? You're Petty Kruger said he'd rather hit the blunt than hit the dick.
Man, what about the dizzle?
Did you drink the dizzle? Hey, check it out. We get shots of dizzle, bro. I got some mixed drinks tonight.
Let me tell you another problem I have with that. The industry, the world will tear you up for having an opinion to his side. You get tore up for having that opinion, but as long as you agree with them, you cool.
Yeah.
But if you say, no, I disagree.
So you can't even have your own opinion.
No.
I drop my nuts.
No.
Don't say that, man.
No.
We say let people be who they're gonna be. Don't influence the kids.
Don't influence them, but let them.
You naturally do it. You know what I'm saying? Because kids got to learn.
They want to be what their parents are.
There it is. So I understand that part because we a victim of our parents or caregivers right now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But
ain't no way my daddy would let me go get no.
But if your daddy was gay, your daddy would be like, go ahead, DonDamnKey.
That's what it is, man. We are products of our environment.
You feel what I'm saying?
My dad, you better keep your hair low and tight. And I've been keeping it like that ever since.
Hey, man. Sauce to the toss to the next, man.
But thank y'all for tuning in,
Shout
man.
out
We are on
Shout
Indastreet Radio, man. We have DonDamnKey, the legendary super sauce producer, man. I also got K.E.V in the building, man. My co-superhero, ThirdDaGree LilRockObama. You can catch us every Tuesday, man. Any other day of the week, Indastreet Radio, man. Follow us on all social sites. I am ThirdDaGree, Boss ThirdDaGree, your baby mama's favorite rapper, and anything else you want to put out the ThirdDaGree except for the broke one.
Hey, man, look at Sauce to the Toss it up next, man. So we're going to log off and log back on. I got the Petty Gang in the building. Petty Kruger already over here. He in full petty mode. Pretty boy Matt Lovin in the building. He got his Elvis snarl on over there. He got a medium shirt on. You sent some music in tonight, Matt Lovin.
He came to our show last week. Just popped
And
up out of nowhere.
Listen. Before we get up there, let me tell you what Matt Lovin did last week. So last week we had superstar movie producer C. James Humphrey up here. Matt Lovin ain't never came to Indastreet Radio. Here come Matt Lovin up here. Up here, and then what he was doing. Hey, we like, Matt Lovin, what you doing up here? And then dude got to talking about, you know what I'm saying, the move, and he said, you know what I'm saying, they had auditions and stuff. Here come Matt Lovin. He ain't even in the interview. Yeah, and y'all cut me. Y'all didn't excel. He trying to get all in the next movie. I said, man. Dude said, you want to get in the next movie, tell me what size dress you wear. Matt Lovin was like, medium.
He said medium small.
I would tell him I got a dress, I get to write my scene. So
You wear a dress in the movie?
So I put the dress on and I go on the projects and kill 3 folks. I come back out. Now I'm on the road.
hey, I know some guys that did.
Chad Onarian Jackson.
I know some niggas.
Hey, real Lil Rock, banging in Lil Rock stories right there. Google that, man, for real.
Nigga, what you mean? My cousin from him.
Hey, you real serious killer. You put a dress on, go kill a nigga.
My nigga went on a run and showed up his dad's funeral in dress.
If you on the run, go.
That's the only way he come back. When they finally call him, they call him. But that's how he went to his dad's funeral.
Hey, I hear you.
Sneak in.
I'm still having my J's on.
Hey, but I guarantee a nigga wouldn't test him.
Hey, man, we finna log off and log back on. Sauce
Man,
and
thank
Toss
y'all
it
for
up,
tuning in, man.
Hey, man, send your music in right now. sauceortoss@gmail.com, man. Tag a friend and tell a friend, man. I'm telling you, believe your feelings at home. This ain't gonna be no shit that like the sugarcoated shit, man. These boys finna put their hand on the Bible and swear up and down to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. You know what I'm saying? And DonDamnKey and K.E.V, if y'all want to stick around for Sauce or the Toss It, sound off the general. If y'all want to stick around for Sauce or the Toss It, y'all welcome to stick around and give us some input and fuck with the artist, man. But we finna listen to music on Sauce or the Toss It up next, man. Finna log off and log back on, give y'all a chance to go